Formula One, a sport that spans hearts, minds and nations, where the 20 best drivers in the world come together to take on some of the world's most historic circuits. And that legacy continues today. The 2021 championship was thrilling from start to finish, and 2022 is set to be even better. New regulations will usher in an age of pioneering changes. New driving talent alongside returning champions will be dueling it out to the bitter end. The pressure will be on the team principals in the upcoming season as they manage their drivers, their cars and the whole team to push to victory. This is not a challenge for the faint-hearted. This is Formula One. Mercedes returned to F1 in 2010, and since 2014 they've won the Constructors' Championships back-to-back every year. In 2021 they took home the Constructors' Championship once more, although they narrowly missed out on the Drivers' Championship, coming in second. Heading into 2022, Mercedes will insist on dominating the competition. Nothing less than the fastest car and the most wins will give the Silver Arrows the outcome they want to see at the end of this new season and beyond. The Red Bull team burst onto the F1 scene in 2005, and ever since 2009, they've been one of the top 3 teams in the championship. Ferrari have entered Formula One every year since the World Championship began back in 1950. They still hold the most championship titles of any team. The team had a solid season.
Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm Audrey Mensah, one of the team's senior engineers. Welcome to the team. It's great to have you on board. We finished last season on a high here at Red Bull, but this season we want to push even further. It's a good job you're here, because we're ready to get started. As our new team principal, you're responsible for a lot of aspects of the team. Everything from managing our team's growth, overseeing our finances, and deciding on race day strategies will be in your hands. You can keep an eye on most things from your dashboard here. I can take you through it now. First up, an overview of the board. They're the ones who set the expectations for the team. If they're confident in your leadership, you'll be fine. If they lose confidence in you, however, they might look to replace you. The board sets season objectives for the team to achieve. Reaching them will help keep confidence high, so be sure to familiarise yourself with what's expected. You'll want to keep an eye on the long-term objective for beyond this season as well. Okay then, let's look ahead to the race weekend. We need to start preparing for the next Grand Prix, which will be the first of the season. As it's your first day though, there's nothing urgent for you to address. Feel free to explore more, or you can select continue and sign off for the day. Once you do, time will pass. But don't worry about missing anything. You'll automatically sign back in if an important event comes up. This is your calendar for the month. Pay attention to the events that have been marked. The race weekends have already been added for you. More events will get added as the season progresses. This is where you'll carry out your final preparations for the next race. We'll come back here later. One of my favourite places. This is where the car builds happen, and where we develop and store our car parts. Throughout the season, you'll want to make sure the team are working on upgrading components and that both cars are being kept in good repair. You can also use car analysis to compare our car builds to other teams. To start a project now, you'll need to commit money and engineering time. You'll be able to improve our car builds beyond their current performance. There are 3 different types of projects the engineering team can work on. We can design a new car part for use this season, manufacture copies of existing designs, or undertake research and develop our expertise for next season. Are you sure you want to start a new project now? Okay, you want to get started with a design project. These are car parts we can design and manufacture in-house. Each car part impacts different areas of a car's performance, but certain car parts will have a greater impact than others. You can also view our car performance by rank on grid. This is a useful comparison tool and lets you see how our performance compares to that of all the other cars on the grid. Take a look over the different car parts. The highlights indicate which performance areas they impact the most. Pick one that impacts the ratings you want to improve. The team's expertise in making new car parts improves with experience, so each new design is likely to be better than an older one. Just make sure to check the new design against the one currently installed. Testing is also an important step in designing a new car part. Our testing time is limited throughout the season, and it's up to you to decide how much to commit to each design project. If you assign some testing time to this design now, you can see what effect it will have on the car part. Once you've taken a look, let's continue. You can direct the engineering team to focus on specific areas of performance. F1 car parts are complex, and sometimes you'll have to sacrifice performance in one area to achieve gains in another. Over the season, we'll understand more about our car's performance, which will help you to guide the team's design focus. You can try altering the focus now if you like, or else stick with a balanced approach. When you're ready, continue with the process. As a final step before the team gets started on this design project, you need to decide how many engineers you want working on it. You should also decide what approach they should take. Bear in mind, these decisions will have an impact on the duration and cost of the project. When you're happy with everything, confirm the project and the team will get started. Nice work. That's the project started. If you check your calendar, you'll see the team have given you a delivery date for the design. Once it's complete, you'll be able to manufacture that part anytime. Continually designing new car parts is imperative to improving our team's performance and staying competitive on the track. Check out the car analysis area regularly. to see how our cars compare to others on the grid. This is the warehouse. Isn't it wonderful? This is where we store any uninstalled car parts. We can also design and manufacture new and improved aerodynamic car parts in-house throughout the season and install them on our cars. Actually, hold on. The engineering team have just finished manufacturing a suspension system of a brand new design. Well-designed suspension is crucial to the aerodynamic potential of a race car. We always want the best components possible in our cars, so it's worth checking to see if we should install this one instead of the model we currently have. Right, all the available suspension designs are here to look through. Notice how both cars currently have the same suspension design installed. Check the new design at the top of the list. As each car can only have one suspension fitted, you'll want to check the stats of the new design to see if it's worth replacing the old one. Take the time here to compare the two designs. You may also want to pay attention to the stats that are crucial for the next race and see which suspension is more suitable for that circuit. Looks like this new design only has positive impacts on the car. That's great news. We only have one copy of this suspension at the moment, so you need to decide which car to install it on. Select the new suspension design and get it installed. Can't wait to see this in action on the race weekend. Great work. That's the new suspension fitted. If you want to have more copies of this design manufactured, you can do so from here. Just remember those F1 mandated spending caps, the official limit on how much we can spend on car development and improvement each season. If you don't want the team to manufacture anything right now, we should probably head back. It takes the team a while to manufacture a new car part. If you check your calendar, they'll have given you a delivery date. Now all you have to do is wait patiently and let the magic happen. This is where you'll find relevant information on the team's drivers and reserve driver, including their performance ratings and contract details. You can also scout for new drivers to make sure we have the best driver pairing we can. It's not just the fastest car that makes a team the best in F1. It's the people doing the hard work behind the scenes. Manage your staff from here, from department heads to your pit crew, and keep up to date on their performance. From here, you can see all the team's facilities, from the staff buildings to the car park development centres. You can build new facilities or, if the team has the time and money, upgrade our existing ones. Facilities affect all areas of our team's performance. Over time, facilities will degrade and become less effective, so keep an eye on their condition. When this happens, we'll need to look at refurbishing or even upgrading that facility to get back to maximum efficiency. Don't forget to check in with the board often. You can monitor board confidence levels, your available budget, and your progress towards a greater team rating from here. Here, you can delve deeper into team finances and see our balance, as well as understanding information on income and rewards, and the enforced spending caps we have to abide by. It's no longer your first day. We'll have you on top of things in no time. You'll continue moving through days this way until it's time for the race, which you can see in the upcoming events list. It's good to get in the habit of regularly checking that list. Let's take a look at what needs doing today. You have an alert in the top corner. There's an important email awaiting a response, so you should check your inbox when you're ready. Looks like you've received a budget approval request. Most of the team's budget is decided by the board at the start of the season, plus whatever we get from last season's prize money and any extra sponsorship revenue we earn. I reckon that's a good decision. It should keep the team in high spirits anyway. Now that's dealt with, we can focus on our first Grand Prix of the season. The race weekend is still a few days away, so move forward when you're ready. We're getting very close to race day now. Just continue to do anything that's needed. In the future, you'll also want to decide on these actions yourself to ensure our team are continuously developing and improving. There's always some final work to do before we can set off. Check your inbox for the race prep report on this weekend's circuit. Okay, you have all the information you should need. Let's head to race preparation to see if there's any remaining tasks for us to complete. This is your race preparation area, where you'll get the team ready for the upcoming race weekend. You can also find all the information you need on the circuit we're racing on here. One thing you'll always need to do before each race weekend is setting our performance targets. These help us generate more potential rewards for the team. Here we've got the performance targets for this coming weekend. If we meet these, we'll gain extra revenue. Looks like we've got incentives for both the qualifying session and the race. If we can reach those targets, we'll get an additional payout, and it won't cost the team anything if we don't meet them. You can also decide to add targets here and offer our sponsors guarantees. These are a risk, as we face a potential financial loss if we don't meet them. But if we do, we'll gain a much larger reward. Okay, if you want to offer a guarantee for this weekend and raise the team's potential rewards, now is your chance. You've done everything needed, and the team can't wait to get started. It's time for the first race of the season. You can take some more time to look around if you like. When you're ready, let's get this show on the road.
Welcome to the archipelago of Formula One. Bahrain might have a small land footprint, but it's showing its big spirit right now in the grandstands. Either way, it's time for another fantastic weekend of Grand Prix racing. The Bahrain International Circuit is a challenging track, and the cars routinely have to brake from high gear to low to take the narrow turns. With the need for downhill braking, the risk of locking up is one drivers will need to manage. It's all about focus and balance to get victory here. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change.
Welcome to your first
in this
race
sport,
weekend with the
there
team.
simply are no
It's Friday,
guarantees.
so we're kicking off. Over here is our race preparation area. This is where you can make any changes you need ahead of the upcoming practice session. Rest assured the team have already prepared the cars for practice. When you're ready, we can continue to the practice session. During race weekends, you can decide whether you want to manage the practice sessions yourself or whether to hand over control to your team. As it's your first race weekend, you should let the team handle the practice sessions.
Welcome back to what is proving to be an exciting weekend of Formula One action. With
To help maximise our drivers' performance, the team have them work on 3 goals during practice: track acclimatisation, car parts knowledge, and setup confidence. If you manage the session yourself, you might get an even better performance from the drivers for the rest of the weekend. Right, time for qualifying. Our results here will determine where we start on the grid for Sunday's race. Qualifying takes place over 3 knockout rounds, and only the fastest drivers will advance each time. Same as practice, the team can handle qualifying for you if you like. Let's get you hands-on for this round though, just to make sure you're feeling confident before race day kicks off. Our drivers need to be setting their fastest possible lap times, so we can advance to the next round of qualifying. The slowest 5 cars will be knocked out. Keep a careful eye on time remaining. The time limit on qualifying rounds really ramps up the pressure. Right then, let's get a car out on the track for its first run and see how it goes. Each car is fitted with a number of onboard cameras, so you can also use the map view if you like. It gives you a good overview of the whole... Remember, you're managing 2 drivers throughout the session, so make sure to...
So focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment.
Okay.
That's a decent time for a flying lap. Keep an eye on the standings throughout the session and try and keep the drivers out of the knockout zone. Right then, that qualifying run is done, so the driver will return to the pits now. I know everything happens so fast over a race weekend. But if you need to catch your breath, you can pause for as long as you like. Or, if things aren't moving fast enough for you, you can speed up a little.
Seems to have been a lock-up. Let's have a look. Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll. And there's the lock-up. It almost got away from them entirely.
Our driver is back in the pits. You need to reconfigure the car before we can send them back out. The team will make sure the run plan is updated to include refueling, so all you have to do is fit some fresh tyres. Here you can see all the tyre compounds available this weekend. When making any changes, just be sure you're considering both the condition and the compound of the selected tyre. We want maximum performance during qualifying, so let's use a fresh, soft compound tyre. Soft tyre... Brilliant. The car's ready to head back out at your say-so. It's probably best to do at least one more run before the end of the round. Unless you're feeling very confident. The track will have more grip later in the round, but there will also be more traffic. We're through to Q2. Great work. In Q2, the fastest 15 cars from Q1 battle it out for only 10 places in Q3. Now let's... It's up to you whether you manage the rest of the qualifying rounds. If you want, you can let the team take control.
Radio check, radio check.
Yeah, radio check.
Managing pace will help you manage a car's tyre temperature and wear. Keep an eye on the tyre condition of both cars. Over time, tyre condition will fall, reducing their grip and performance, eventually leading to tyre... Fuel commands allow drivers to manage their... Just keep an eye on your remaining fuel. If a driver needs an additional performance push for... There are 3 harvest will...
Head down.
Copy, mate.
focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment, Max.
Okay.
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. We saw a reasonable push from Mercedes in qualifying, and they'll have plenty of opportunities here to achieve a great result. The sky tonight is mostly clear, with only a few clouds. Nothing to worry about for now, but let's see how the situation unfolds.
And there's going to be a lot for the teams to handle.
Then.
So will
Time
the
for the
drivers
main
and their
event.
cars be able to cope with the pressure? Let's find out right here at the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Each driver will need to make at least one pit stop to fit new tyres. On average, a pit stop will cost a driver about 25 seconds. So we need to think carefully about when to pit and why. Let's set a tyre strategy for our drivers now. We need to make sure we have a good plan for when we want the cars to pit. Every race weekend, the team will prepare some recommended strategies to choose from. Let's see what they suggest for this race. Okay, strategy A is a fast but risky option, relying on 2 soft stints and no hard compound at all. Strategy B is a well-balanced option. 2 soft stints and a nice long middle stint on a hard compound. Right. Strategy C is a slower but safe option for this track. We'll tackle the final stint on a medium compound instead of a soft tyre. If you think a different approach could work, you can make changes to any of the team strategies or even create one from scratch. We can always adapt our strategy during the race, so we can respond quickly to changing conditions and stay ahead of the pack. Right, strategy A it is. This is going to need careful management to pull off, so keep a close eye on things. Okay, now to select a strategy for our other driver. You should consider picking a different strategy for each drive. That's both drivers with a set strategy in.
With the skies mostly clear, tonight's race shouldn't hold any unpleasant surprises. Taking a look at Max Verstappen. They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds of the race. And behind them, it's Perez. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. Everything's been building to this. Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
We can push a bit more.
Copy.
I think there's been a lock-up. We can take a look now. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel. That lock-up could have cost them dearly. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
Slow down.
Copy.
DRS enable, DRS enable. Just look after this tyre set though. Look after it.
Okay.
Simply lovely. You've got the margin to push.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
Good lap.
Copy.
That's put you P2. Back it out, back it out.
Okay.
It's a good stint so far, Max. Keep at it.
Red Bull moved up. Let's take a closer look. We're just watching the Red Bull. Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it. And Ferrari just gained a place.
As the race progresses, remember to keep an eye on the planned strategy you put in place before the race. The strategy view will let you check your strategy, adjust it, or even change it entirely. The data view is also an important area to track during the race. It gives you a deep dive into race data, including lap times for all the team's drivers. During the race, you can use the strategy view to check on each driver's strategy and adjust them if need be. You can also check the strategy graphs to see how a car's tyre wear is matching up to the team's expectations. You can also use the car and track tabs to view more details about them. The car tab shows you current and projected component condition and fuel loads, while the track tab has more information about weather and track grid.
Red Bull gained a place. Ferrari, advance a race position. They've locked up and gone straight on.
Looked like a clean lap there as well, mate.
Here's the replay. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. Red Bull moved up. Someone spun out. Let's see what happened there. Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda. Look at that! They've spun their car.
Get in there, Max.
You're doing really well.
Red Bull gained a place.
Okay, our driver has just entered the pit window. The pit window encompasses the laps that cover the planned pit stops in your strategy. This means it's nearly time to call the planned pit stop. Unless you think there's a reason to pit immediately, I always recommend sticking to the...
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Let's talk tyres. During dry races, all cars need to use at least 2 different tyre compounds. If a car does, ultimately, it's your decision on which tyre compounds we go for. Although I'd strongly recommend sticking to the starting strategy when possible. Once you've decided which tyre to move to, just confirm the pit stop with the team.
Copy, box.
Yeah, copy. Box, box.
Fire it up, Max. Fire it up, mate.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Oh my god, that time is not working.
Yep, will do.
Are they saying anything about travels or not?
Red Bull moved up.
Last lap was a purple lap.
Yeah, okay. I lost a lot.
Copy.
Is that a lockup? Let's have a look. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. They've locked up, but that could have been...
Let's push.
Sounds like we've had a spin. Ferrari advance the race position. Red Bull gained a place.
And confirm. Lift off.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. There's been contact and several cars involved. We can take a look now. Watch this, we're looking at Lando Norris. You can clearly see the contact there, and that caused a lot of damage.
Prep ourselves for a push.
Okay.
Red Bull moved up. Was that a lockup on the track? lock up there.
Just look after this tyre set though, Max. Look after it.
Charles is climbing in this lap.
So, box.
Speed confirm and box.
Yeah, copy. Box, box. Everything you've got.
Okay.
Looked like a clean lap there as well, mate.
Looks like there's been a lockup. Look at that! They've run wide! Let's take a closer look. Now watch this. Here's the moment involving Albon. They're forced wide, and they won't be happy at all about that. No! The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
Okay, well done.
Red Bull gained a place. Here's the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. A bold move indeed, and with that, they've gained a position. That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
Five laps remaining. That has put you P2.
Ferrari advance the race position.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
Yeah, okay.
4 laps.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good stint so far.
Red Bull moved up. We've just had a car run wide.
So focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment.
Yeah.
I think we've had a car run wide.
Three more laps.
More push.
Yeah. I think the tire is too hot.
Understood.
Two more laps. Caution on the battery. Okay, final lap. We do not require any fuel liftoff. Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Yes. Oh, nice job, guys.
Enjoy this one. Pretty special. Fail 84, please, mate. Fail 84.
Max Verstappen was flying on the track this weekend, and this result says it all. A spot on the podium is exactly what the team deserved, and they got it. And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement. You've got to say it was a solid drive from all three of them up there. A fantastic showcase for Formula One. Red Bull performed well here today. This was a very worthy effort from the team.
It's really wonderful to see all the hard work they've been putting in paying off like this.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
The team's drivers gain experience over each race weekend, depending on their performance. With enough experience, your drivers will be able to improve their skills. That was a great opening weekend for our team. The board and our sponsors are pleased, and we've earned some extra money for our performance. You can see their response in more detail from the board menu. Take a look at what you can be doing before the next race weekend gets here. Our time is precious, and these moments between races are a good point to develop our team further. That suspension we installed before the race was really effective, and the design of the new car part is still in progress. You're pretty much ready to handle things yourself now. Our staff and facilities have a significant impact on the team's performance. When you get a chance, you should check these areas out on your own. If you ever find yourself needing any further information, don't forget you can use the help function for guidance. Okay, I need to head back over to aerodynamics. I'll be in touch again now and then. And I'm looking forward to the team thriving with you at the helm. Every team will continuously develop their cars over the season, so it's important you keep an eye on them. You can compare our team cars against any other team here, or even against an average of all teams. If you want to drill down even further, you can compare performance of specific car parts too.